don't believe it's the end of the world. I don't believe it's the end of mankind.
It's been around 2 months since the incident, or whatever they call it, happened in, well, not just New York, but everywhere else in the world. The governments that are left have been trying to figure out what the hell happened to those people. All 4.7 billion people. Despite the fact that we're still picking up the pieces and the world that we thought we knew just changed, life has continued. A global day of mourning has been issued for August 21st, 2 months on the day since the incident. Many religious groups have claimed that what happened is the beginning of the second coming. Honestly, I don't believe it. They claim that Jesus loves everyone, but if he did, why did he break us apart? Why not take all of his children up? I'm not really religious, but more or less spiritual, like a higher power type shit, but it doesn't matter. After what happened, I'm probably questioning everything that I know. All the news can talk about is religion this and Ascension that. Recently, I read that 10,000 people who belong to cults had recently killed themselves. Hundreds of people are having a hard time dealing with what's been going on. I know that both my grandparents went missing during the event and my parents have been taking it really hard. They've been calling me for weeks now, begging me to come home, but I honestly just don't want to go anywhere. I woke up today and I thought the AC was left on. I went out to check and it was off. That's really strange since my apartment's currently 65 degrees. I tried to turn up the heat, but it wouldn't budge. Great, another broken thing in this fucking apartment. I went to leave to go get my landlord, but the news report on the TV stopped me. The weather report stated that the temperature here in Boston was 45 degrees. That's odd since it's the dead of summer. August is one of the hottest months here. I thought that maybe there was just a front coming in, but when I stepped aside, the temperature seemed to drop. I went over to my landlord's office, but he wasn't there. Sadly, he wasn't one of the ones taken into the sky, although it wouldn't make sense if he was taken. I strolled over to the utility store to buy a heater. I guess everyone had the same idea as me, because all the good ones were gone. I settled on this $5 toaster looking thing and went back home. I watched some TV and had some cheese raviolis for lunch. It was around 8 p.m. when I got a phone call from my friend Tommy.
Yo, check out your window, dude. I'm not falling for that one again, dude. If there was a light, I would have seen it. No, seriously, it's snowing. What? Nah, you're joshing me. Don't fucking josh me, dude. No lie, man.
I went out to the window, ready to rip Tommy a new one, but he wasn't lying. It really was snowing. I couldn't believe it, but it also made me wonder. It's August. It shouldn't snow in August. Well, all anyone can talk about on social media is the snow. Granted, it's something else other than New York and Heavens Stairway. But it's been snowing non-stop since the 13th, and it looks like it's getting heavier too. The temperature is now at 23 degrees. Schools that were supposed to be open have now closed and all the roads have been blocked. Usually this wouldn't be a problem, but the salt trucks are having a hard time getting the roads de-iced. The salt just can't seem to melt the ice for some reason. Apparently scientists have no clue about why this is happening. One report said that a team of meteorologists were going to fly into Boston to try and figure out what's going on. Holy shit. Oh, where do I begin? Well, the entire city of Boston's been blocked off from the rest of the country. No one is allowed in, and no one gets out. The city officials here are really losing it. It's been extremely dark out. Even during the day, it looks like night. The clouds haven't even moved. The storm hasn't either. We now have 6 feet of snow, and it's just dark out, like the sun has been snuffed out. Now, before all of that, we had a curfew, but now we're just not allowed outside at all. There are 2 reasons why we aren't allowed out. One of them besides the snowstorm. You see, there was a transit tunnel full of cars, and the people who were inside of that tunnel just went missing. Not like they went out of the town missing, like went into the tunnel and just vanished. Roughly 43 people just vanished in that tunnel. Nobody knows where they went or why. People are theorizing that it's another Heavens Stairway, but I had my doubts until I saw the video footage of it. Oh, and that plane from earlier? The one with the scientists and the meteorologists? Yeah, it fucking crashed into the city. The plane was originally going to fly above the storm, but the black box reported that they just kept flying upward, claiming that the storm wall just kept going up and up. At around 60 kilometers, the plane suffered a malfunction and dropped into the storm. It slammed into the several buildings in Boston. No one has been able to figure out how many are dead. It's just been too dangerous. I'm guessing maybe 40 people. It could be more, or could be less. The entire power grid for Boston has been frozen. We're without power, and the temperature is like 5 degrees outside. I've made a makeshift fire pit in my living room, burning paper and trash, but it's hard to keep the fire going when it's so cold. I imagine people are freezing to death right now. Why is this happening? It's currently 1:34 p.m. It's pitch black out, and the snow is around 13 feet looking at it, and the temperature's negative 20. I'm running out of fuel for my fire, and I've been hearing strange noises outside, like something out there is in the wind, calling to us. It sounds so enticing. I keep hearing the noises outside. They keep calling to us, beckoning us to join them in the snow. I can hear them in my sleep. They beg us to be with them, to be happy in the snow with them. And I gotta admit, it sounds so nice to be outside and to enjoy their company. In fact, I think I'll join them in the snow. They sound so happy, and I just want to be happy. If anyone ever reads this, I urge you, give in. Join them. Join us in the snow. Oh, you'll love it so much here in the snow.
All communication with Boston has been cut off. It is assumed that all residents residing in Boston are dead. Reports claim to hear moans of happiness and pleasure from the radio, with people begging the listeners to join them. Those exposed to the frequency have been detained. Communication terminated.